Hiya, welcome to GGKCS, the multi-generational podcast / FlossTube for fans of all things knitting, cross stitch, and geeky. I'm Cece, my pronouns are she, they, and I'm so glad to have you here today. Today is Saturday, the 5th of November, 2022, and this is episode 491. 491. Wow. I think I accidentally hit the space bar in my show notes. Anyway, I have a lot to share with y'all today. That's not all of it. Some of it is in the floor. There's a lot of stuff. I'm been home for not quite a week from my trip to the UK to Wales to see my bestie and her family. It was amazing. The travel was horrible, but the time there was beautiful, and we didn't do anything really epic or anything. We just kind of lived life together and played a lot of board games. And I did go to a yarn shop. I came home with more yarn than I intended to, but that's okay. And went to a board game cafe. I went to several other cafes and pizza, and just really kind of live life together. So we did get tattoos together. I'm not going to show you mine today because it is still healing. I accidentally caught it on a piece of clothing, and so it damaged it a little bit, and it's still healing, and I'm hoping that it's going to heal okay. And then I'm not going to have to like find a tattoo artist here to repair the damage, but we're going to cross our fingers. But I should be able to show you in next month's episode. So stay tuned for that. Well, I have a lot to show you and talk about, so we probably should go ahead and get started. Here we go. All right, let's talk about what is on my needles. I have two things. Well, I guess I technically have three things on the needles. Can you see? There's a cake of yarn right there and right there. I didn't do preemie hats while I was gone, so I've been making up for them since I've been back. And so I have finished two that I missed while I was gone that I'll show you in the next segment. I just cast on the third one, and then of course I'll need to do tomorrow's as well. But I'm not going to show you because I literally have barely cast it on, and I'll show you the finished one in next month's episode. So we're going to go with the two things that I have on the needles. Oh, y'all, I got a new bag. I forgot to tell you. I forgot about this. I got a new project bag at the yarn shop that I went to while I was there. I can't think of the name of the yarn shop. I'm so sorry. I don't remember. I just did a Google search and found it. But how cute is this? It does have the one pocket there, and inside, can you see those cat faces? They're upside down, I guess. Let's see. Are they upside down this way? No, there we go. Cat faces. I love it. Okay, in this bag, I have started on Dammy's Christmas socks. I'm using my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern, and that you can get on javapearldesigns.com. As always, everything we talk about in the episode is in the show notes at GGKCS.com. Okay, I'm on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles, and I'm using two different yarns. I'm using Fangirl Fibers 80/20 Merino Nylon. This is the January 2022 Gilmore Girls Club colorway. It was from season 1, episode 1 of the show. The colorway is called Chilton, and then I'm also using Craft Slayer PDX fingering weight in a one-of-a-kind gray colorway. So here is where I am. I think I have a little over an inch to go before I put the heel in. So I'm going to use the gray for the heels. I should have enough of this to do everything else. You'll see in the next segment that I used this yarn for something else while I was in the UK, which is why I didn't take this with me, because otherwise I would have done toe heel cuff in this. But I should have enough of this. I will weigh it and make some judgments. If I do need to do the cuff as well in the gray, I can do that. Because I know how much I started with. So I'll be able to do the math and see. But yeah, I'm about a little over an inch away from putting in the heel. It's very, very pretty yarn. That's my washer probably going off right now. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I have plenty of time to get these done, but it was nice to get started on those while I was in the UK. And then the other thing on my needles, of course, is in my maker bag from Nerdbird Makery. This is the Dust of Snow wrap, which is coming rapidly to completion. All right, there it is. It's by Helen Stewart, Curious Handmade. I'm on US 6 4mm needles, and I'm using yarn from an advent calendar that Silver D and Friends made for me last year. I am on color 22 out of 24. And this coming week, I will hit 90% complete. All right, so here is what I'm working on now. So you can see I've just brought in color 22. Look at all of these colors. Oh my gosh, isn't it amazing? I am gonna have to ask Dammy to block it for me at their place because I don't have a place to pin it out large enough that the cat won't get to it. That's what you get for living in a studio apartment. So yeah, so I'm working on color 22 right now. And then I think this one is 23 and this one is 24. So even with not taking this to the UK with me, I will still finish it by the end of the year because the way I had mapped it out, doing it 12 rows a week, put me at finishing in week 48. So taking the 2 weeks off from it, because I picked it back up and worked on it after I got back, even though I hadn't gone back to work yet. So I will definitely have this done before the end of the year. And I can't wait to wear it because it's just fantastic. Fantastic. All right, that is everything on the needles, but I have a whole bunch of FOs to show you. Oh, I need to get those photos because I gifted some of them while I was in the UK. I will do that right now, and I'll be right back. All right, now we're going to talk about finished projects, knitting-wise, of which I have 8. But I only have 4 of them here to show you, but I have photo of the others. So let's start with the 4 preemie hats that I did finish, numbers 40, 41, 42, and 43. These are all from my top-down preemie hat pattern that you can find for free on our website, javapearldesigns.com, and they're all on US 6's 4mm needles. All right, first one, oh, so cute. This is Mint Rain hand-dyed tough sock in the rainbow colorway, Sun-Soaked Sister Everything Earth in the Blue Christmas Without You colorway, and Lion Brand Vanna's Choice in the taupe colorway. Oh yeah, okay. I was trying to remember where I used the blue Christmas. I held it with the rainbow. So there's that one. Next one is Wonderland Yarns Blossoms in the Liatrice colorway and Inner Yarns and Fingering in the Old Muddy River Bridge Knit-a-thon colorway, which is a Gilmore Girls reference. That turned out super cute, very autumnal. Love it. Love it a lot. Oh, so cute. Okay, and then I have to scroll down. This one, wait, let me make sure. Is this one? Okay. This one is Knit Picks Felici in the Beat Knit colorway, Regia Perfect 4-ply in the rainbow colorway, and Barocca Vintage DK in the cracked pepper colorway. So this is just a mix mash of yarn. Very, very cute. And then finally, this is again the Inner Yarns and Fingering in the Old Muddy River Bridge Knit-a-thon colorway, which is Gilmore Girls, and Lion Brand Vanna's Choice in the taupe colorway. So again, very autumnal. Super cute. So that's the 4 preemie hats that I finished. And like I said, I have one more preemie hat to finish to get caught up. right? Okay. And then the other things that I finished, which I'm going to put on the screen right now for you, are 4 pairs of shorty fingerless mitts, which is from a pattern I adapted. They're all on US 3s, 3.25 mil needles. The ones for Izzy are in Knit Picks Felici in the Beat Knit colorway. Noah's are in the Regia Perfect 4-ply in the rainbow colorway. Katie's are in the Seven Sisters Arts Meridian in the pink pearl colorway, and Jeremy's are in the same yarn as I'm using for Dammy's Christmas socks, the Fan Rural Fibers in the Chilton colorway. Noah didn't want to be part of the picture, so that's fine. We just staged it the way we did. So I finished all of those, which was amazing to be able to get all those done and gifted so that I didn't have to ship any of them because shipping is expensive, y'all. So that was a lot of fun. But I think that puts me, let's see. That puts me at 75 finished projects for the year. That's a lot. And I'll finish a preemie hat. I've got the one on the needles and the one for tomorrow. So that's 2 more. So that's 77. And then still that will be another, let's see. For 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, for 8, for 9, 51, 50. So 10 total, and I'm at 75 right now. So that'll put me at 85 FOs. Plus there'll be other FOs between now and then as well. So really, really pleased with my progress on everything. And yay FOs. All right, let's move on to the next segment. And that way I can tell you about my other 2 FOs that I finished. That's 10 FOs in the last month, y'all. All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, welcome to FlossTube. All right, I have 2 FOs for a total of 10 FOs this month, in case you missed the last segment. 10 FOs since I saw y'all last. 2 cross-stitch ones to share with you. So first up is my October ornament of the month, which I have not started on November's yet. I need to get on that. This is the Nordic Mitten by JBW Designs, Judy Whitman. I did it on 14 count Mill Hill perforated paper in the white colorway. I used 7 different silky colors. And this took me 5 days to stitch. Super cute, huh? I love how it turned out. So this will go on my stack of ornaments to fully finish, which will mean felt backing and pom-pom trim is how they're all getting finished. So there's that FO. And then my main cross-stitch project while I was in the UK was Blood and Bone by Kelly King at Forbidden Fiber Co. How beautiful is that? So this is on a 14 count Zweigart Ada in the Glacier colorway. I used the called for Forbidden Fiber Co flosses, except for I also had thistle. So I modified the pattern just a little bit so that I could use the thistle colorway as well. And this took me 7 days to stitch. Your blood of my blood and bone of my bone with a Scottish thistle. Of course, this is from Outlander, in case you didn't know. And I love how it turned out. I think it's so pretty, and this fabric is stunning. I didn't have the brain power to math when I was starting this, so I have a lot of excess fabric around it, but that's fine. That's totally fine. I was like, I just need to start in the middle, yeah. So there's that one. Okay, I'm gonna roll this up right quick because I got the iron out and ironed this for y'all so that it would be beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful already, but just to get the crease lines from the folding the fabric up out of it. Okay, so let's put that back there. Okay, and then what else did I work on? Okay, so before I left, I was working on, in my Where You Lead, I Will Follow bag. Lorelei and Rory. I was working on the Raining Loreleis by Leanne Ross. Here, Here's this is another Forbidden Fiber Co project. And I am on 14 count Zweigart Ada in the frozen colorway, using the called for flosses. This isn't a Q-snap and I didn't take it out. So the coffee part is done. Let's just get the picture back out here. Coffee is done, umbrella is done, dragonfly is done. So I'm working on Oi with the Poodles already. Sorry, you can't see more. It's like all under the Q-snap. Yeah. I didn't plan that very well. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, made a little bit of progress on that before I left for my trip to the UK. Go back in there. Okay. The other thing that I worked a smidge on while I was in the UK is, where's the picture? Move Forward in Love by Modern Folk Embroidery. So I am using a 16 count Fortnite Fabrics Ada in the colorway Hue, which is from a Black Needle Society box, and the needle minder is also from a Black Needle Society box. I'm using the called for DMC floss, but I have added in Threadworks in the Bradley's Balloons colorway. So what I accomplished while I was there was ripping out the border, which was in red. It was just a solid red, and putting back in, I think, most of the stitches I pulled out in the Bradley's Balloons colorway, so that I'm going to have a rainbow border. And I love it so much more with the rainbow border. So that's all I accomplished on it. But I'm loving seeing it with the rainbow border. It just adds so much to it. So this is a project that I'll pick back up at some point. But yeah. Okay, and then next up in my Outlander to bed or to sleep project bag from Stitch Toolbox, I am working on another Modern Folk Embroidery pattern, the River. And the fabric is Steel City Stitcher 16 count Ada in the Crimson Peak colorway, and I'm using Forbidden Fiber Co. in the River of Life colorway. So the fabric, the floss, and the pattern are all from Black Needle Society box. And here is where I'm at. So I modified the pattern and put this, I took out the alphabet and the numbers and everything and put this up here mirrored, and this is the same piece that is going to go down there at the bottom. So the river that flows in you also flows in me. And so I have been putting 185 stitches a week in this, except for I increased it, I think it was to 210 or something, to make up for being gone to the UK, because I did not take this with me to the UK. So now I'm back to 185 stitches a week. So I have a little bit more of this box up here, I think, to finish. And then I have, of course, the rest of these sides of the box and this piece right here to finish. And that will give me an FO by the end of the year. So that is super, super exciting. And then finally, in my Winnie the Pooh bag from Knit Run Dig. This is my 25/7 project. I am working on Edinburgh Castle by Terra Luna Stitchery. All the details of everything I'm using for this project are in the show notes. And here's where I'm at. So this is in the second row of pages. I think right here is the end of page 16. I think that's right. Yeah, I believe so. So I have a few more squares in there to finish before I finish page 16 out of 60. So this put me at 81,320 stitches out of 265,824 stitches complete, which is 30.592% complete. So let me tell you a little story. This also did not go with me to the UK. I just picked back up after I got home. So while I was in the UK, this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I was telling my bestie, Katie, about some friends who were like, wouldn't it be cool if you put the last stitch of Edinburgh Castle in at Edinburgh Castle? Which would be really cool. And I was like, Katie, we should make a girls trip of it and go, and we can like go reminisce about when we both lived in Edinburgh and all the things. And she was like, how long till you finish it? And I was like, oh, a while. Me thinking like 7 to 10 years. And Katie was like, wouldn't it be cool if you finished it for your 50th birthday? Which is in 5 years. So I came home and did the maths, and I need to stitch approximately 105 stitches a day, which does not sound like a lot. It's not a lot. In these sections over here where it's like 1 or 2 colors, maybe 3. But over here where I'm at right now, as you can see by all these parked flosses, in a 10 by 10 square, so 100 stitches, there can be 20 to 30 colors, which takes a while to be changing needles and change to color. So we're going to see what happens. What I'm trying to do right for the moment, we'll see how long I can sustain it, is do a full square every night. It's taking more than 25 minutes, but I'm trying to do a full square every night, which is 100 stitches, with the hope that if I can sustain that, when I finish the second row of pages and come down here to start the third row with the sky, that I could do maybe like 150 in a night to make up for the 5 stitches every night that I'm not doing now. And also for any future vacations I take where I don't take this with me. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. We're going to see. I do know that by the end of the year, I will have finished the Dust of Snow Wrap and the river. So I won't have those daily/weekly knit stitches that I'm knit/cross stitch projects that I'm doing. So it could be possible. We will see. So that's currently the goal, is to finish it. I don't even know what year that is. What's 5 years from now? 2027. Edinburgh in 27. We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, is at 30.592% complete, with the hopes of finishing this in the next 5 years. 4 years and 11 months, actually, because it's been a month since my birthday. Have I lost my mind? Did I have any mind left to lose, is the question. All right. Well, that's where I'm at. There's all the cross stitching I've been working on since I saw y'all last. And I will be ever so much closer to finishing the river when I see you again next month. I will also have November's ornament completed by then, obviously. I don't think I'll have any other FOs. for cross stitch, but I feel pretty pleased with where I'm at. I've had at least one cross stitch finish every month with the ornaments. Plus there's been other finishes. So I'm pleased with what I've accomplished this year, and we will move forward we'll move forward in love and in hope and in all the things. All right, let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Yummies. Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about. Yummies. So I mentioned earlier that I went to a yarn shop while I was in the UK. My goal in going to the yarn shop was to get some West Yorkshire Spinners yarn because it's like my favorite yarn to knit with. I can get it here in the States, but it's more expensive because of it being, imported from overseas. So I was like, I want to get some. So we went to this yarn shop. I came out with a project bag I hadn't intended to buy. I also came out with this floss. This is from the Mulberry Dyer. It's a embroidery silk in the cochineal colorway. And it's dyed with, I believe she told me this one was dyed with insects. So I'm going to have to figure out something. I probably will have to held it doubled. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I could use a single strand of it for something to stitch, but I thought it was too beautiful to not bring home at least one skein. So there's that. And then I was like thinking, okay, I'm going to get some West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. The Signature 4-ply, because that's my go-to. Y'all know how many pairs of socks I make. I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll come home with like 3 skeins. Came home with 5. And if Izzy, my bestie's youngest son, had his way, I would have come home with like 15. He's like, what about this one, Auntie Cece? What about this one, Auntie Cece? So here's what I came home with. Kingfisher. These are all self-striping, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, that one should be right. I think so. I think they're going to all be self-striping. They should be. So there's that. Kingfisher. It's after the bird kingfisher. I came home with autumn leaves. How fun is that? Y'all know I love autumn. Super pretty. These are all 75% wool, 25% nylon, and they all have at least 35% blue-faced Leicester wool. I came home with 2 winter colors because winter. Gingerbread. Very pretty. And winter icicle. And Xandris rainbow. I think these will have to be my pride socks next year. They're fantastic. So yes, reared, sheared, and spun in Britain. So I love some Signature 4-ply with West Spinner Signature 4-ply. It's so, I think these skeins were like £9, maybe 8.5. Very affordable, and love them. And if I had more room in my suitcase, I probably could have brought some more home, but we know that I'm not lacking in yarn stash. I did, like, my point going in was I need some colors that the more masculine people in my life that I make socks for would enjoy. Because I have a lot of more traditionally feminine colors. Although, I mean, anybody can wear whatever they want. That's not what I'm saying. I just know what colors appeal to these people in my life. And so I need, pinks and purples are not going to appeal to them. So I have lots of pinks and purples, which appeal to some of the people in my life. But I needed some more traditionally masculine colors. So all the yarn. Okay, next up. It's that time of year for a calendar for 2023. And this is my friend Yuko from Honeyberry Studios 2023 wall calendar. 12 illustrated healing messages. You're not responsible for other people's healing. Honor your truth. Self-compassion first. Joy and grief can coexist. How's your heart today? Come on. You grieve deeply for you loved deeply. And she has a greeting card of this, I know, because I have given it to some people. You are forgiven. Give yourself all the time and space you need. Healing doesn't mean you no longer feel the pain. It means you learn to be present with it. The cover one, you're not responsible for other people's healing. You're not weak. You are human. Trust your intuition. And healing is possible. The thing I love about Yuko's calendars is and I need to do this with last year's calendar because I haven't done it yet, but at the end of the year, or even I guess at the end of the month, you could cut off the bottom and they make beautiful wall art. I have, so I must have 2019 and 2020s all cut like that and up in my bathroom. I have 2021s here, 2022s is on the wall, and here's 2023s. You can order these. I just checked. She has them in stock. Honeyberry Studios with an S on the end.com. I'll put a link in the show notes, ggkcs.com. All right, what's next? Let's look at this month's knit crate. I don't know why they put a sticker over it like that, but it is. All right. This was, the theme for this one is Pop Dreams. The music is thumping, the lights are flashing, and you're ready to dance all night long. We got 2 skeins of the Knitology Swirl base in the Coquette colorway. It's a 65% superwash merino, 35% Surrey alpaca, worsted weight, 100 grams, 225 yards. We got 2 skeins of that. And the gift this month was soak, which I use to wash my socks. So I'm keeping that. They provide us a coupon code that y'all can use. The coupon code is all capital letters, Geeky20, Geeky 20. That gets you 40% to spend, not 40%, $40 to spend on your first month off of any Knit Crate subscription, which I believe that makes it where you just pay shipping. And then if you remain a Knit Crate subscriber for 3 months, you get another special gift code that will give you $40 off your 4th month. So essentially you would be getting your first month and your 4th month for shipping price only. So check it out. Link in the show notes, ggkcs.com. Okay, next up, our good friends Emily and Alexa from Tin Can Knits have released a new pattern, which they sent to us. I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. This is the Star Flower Blanket, Geometric Hexagons Forever. I love that they are showing it to us in both a neutral and colorful colorways. I think that's a lot of fun. So it's worked in pieces and then seamed. It's modular and it can be made in any yarn to any size. And it is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Tin Can Knits is well known for their very easy to read patterns, great tutorials on their website, and just brilliant patterns in their clothing. They're known for their extended sizing and but yeah, this blanket is beautiful. This could be a really fun group project if you were like wanting to knit a blanket for like a new baby or a wedding gift, and you were doing it with a group of friends. You could each do, you know, one or more hexagons and then seam them together to make it as a group gift. So that's a lot of fun. So just wanted to tell you about that new pattern, the Starflower Blanket by Tin Can Knits. And thanks to Emily and Alexa for sending a copy over for us to look at. All right, I'm going to stop for a moment, clean up my mess, and get ready for the remainder of Yummies because I still have more to show you. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back for the second portion of Yummies. Okay, I got the Just Cross Stitch December 2022 issue. I just stuck my fingers in a couple of things to show you. Cece, why did you do that? Because now your arm is going to be covering. Hold on. My brain is like not working. Here we go. I thought this one was really pretty. This is called The Beauty of Change by Rana Nori from Tangled Threads and Things. It says, autumn reminds us to embrace the beauty of change. I thought that one was really beautiful. This one, I like the border on. Isn't that beautiful? You could put any word in there. I just thought it was really very pretty and autumnal. This is by Barbie Locks of Twisted Willow Designs. It's only 86 by 97, so very manageable. These I thought were really cool designs. These are called Dimensional Christmas Trees by Kim Beamish. There's 3 different tree sizes. Yeah, I just thought they were really cool how they were done, and they've got great instructions in here for it. And then this one, the Elegant Snowflake. This is by Judith Kringle. But I love the it's a lot of backstitch, obviously. Oh, that's cool. The pattern is just 1/4 of the pattern because it's the same thing the whole way around. So it's got backstitch, French knots, and beads. And it's just absolutely beautiful. So there is the patterns for December. Okay. I need to answer a text right quick. I'll be right back. And finally, we have the Black Needle Society. So this year for Halloween, they did 2 different boxes. They did a trick box and a treat box. The trick box was like horror Stephen King-esque, and the treat box was more like cute, happy Halloween. So I purchased the treat box, and let me just walk. So I did a full unboxing of this, but let me just walk you quickly through what came. There is a sugar cookie, or no, it's not a sugar cookie. It's a shortbread cookie. I learned that when I watched their unboxing the other night. I need to give this to Dammy. I should have given it to them today because they were just here today. Oh, well, they're coming over next weekend. This is from Mondo di Laura. We have these adorable zipper pulls designed by Kitster Kronk. There is a ghost cross-stitching on itself. And if you got these, they rotate, so you can turn them to whichever direction you want. There's that. We got a frog be gone. And we got stitch, please. Super, super cute. We got this candle that was hand poured by Katie of Black Needle Society. It is a cinnamon apple, and apparently there's something inside. What? I don't know. that I need to start burning this so I can find out, because inquiring minds want to know. Y'all know I loved this one. We got a Fable Band headband with Halloween candy. You can also use this as like a bookmark. Shall I put it on? There we go. I think I'm bordering on 2 dozen of these now, maybe more. I don't know. I have a lot and I love them. We got this super cute needle minder by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, made by A Needle Runs Through It. Super cute candy cane, which candy cane? I'm thinking Christmas already. A witch candy corn. Come on, Cece. We got this beautiful thread jewelry. It's the Spooky Stitchery, and there's a cauldron and a cat in the windows. And spider webs. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but we got flosses. These are by, I always drop something when I'm trying to show y'all unboxings. Good grief. These are from Almond M&Ms. This is, of course, my favorite, Pumpkin Spice Potion. Sleepy Hollow. This is my other favorite, Beetlejuice. Poison Lemonade. And Ghoul's Blood. So those are a lot of fun. I'm putting them back in here so they don't roll away. This next thing actually went with me to the UK, and I carried it everywhere, and it was fantastic. This is what they're calling the Bewitching Stash storage bag with artwork by Ekaterina Zarina. It's got a witch and pumpkins and butterflies and leaves and spider webs and flowers. But this thing is huge, y'all. It has 2 rows of slip pockets on the front. It has a massive zipper pocket on the back. It has 2 more slip pockets inside and another zipper pocket inside and a lanyard inside. Seriously, this was my carry-on bag on the plane, my personal bag on the plane. I literally carried this with me all over the UK. The entire trip. It was amazing. Perfect size. I loved it. I was so glad that I received it before I left. We got fabric by Mystic Fabrics in the Sweet Treat colorway. I got the 16 count Ada. It's darker in person. It's a little bit darker in person. We got this project bag, y'all. Oh my gosh. I need another project bag like I need a hole in my head. But this is from the 805 Stitcher. How about those pink and orange pumpkins and black cats? And the rest of it's cute too, but that's my favorites. We got ghosts inside, and we got a jack-o'-lantern zipper pull. Pink pumpkins, y'all. We got, let's see, I need to see the card here so I can tell you. Halloween project stickers with artwork by Chani Artwork. So they're stickers you can put on the back of framed pieces, and they have spots for stitched by, date, designer, title, and notes. So if you're framing a piece. And then finally, the pattern by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's just called Happy Halloween, with this cute little witch and all of the candies. So there is all of that. I did purchase this box. I did not receive this one for free, but I am a rep of the Black Needle Society, and you can use my coupon code, all capital letters, Java Pearl 5, JAVAPURL, and the number 5, to save 5% on everything in the Black Needle Society vault. And you can join the wait list for the every other month boxes at theblackneedlesociety.com. And I did repost on social media earlier. There are some they have a few extra of the Nice List Advent boxes that have something for you to open the 1st through the 25th of December. And I can't remember when they're going up for sale. I put a countdown in my stories, or you could go look at the blackneedlesociety.com. No, that's not what I meant. Instagram, look at the Black Needle Society in their stories. They also have the countdown there that tells you. So if you missed out on getting the Nice List box, they have a few available, and the time they're going to go on sale is in there. Yeah. All right, y'all. I think that's everything for Yummies. That was a lot. I have a few more things to share with you, so let's move on to the next segment. All right, let's talk about what we're reading, watching, and listening to. A reminder about our 2022 RAL, which is rapidly coming to an end, seeing as how it's November the 5th. How? I don't know. Our RAL is a challenge for you to read 15 minutes a day, every day. I don't care what you're reading, as long as you're reading. Audiobooks do count. And by participating in our seasonal RALs, which right now we're in October, November, December, you earn entries into our year-long challenge. And at the beginning of 2023, which is in less than 2 months, we will draw for 3 grand prize winners, and they will all win a bundle of prizes. You can enter in our Facebook group, and all the details are in the show notes, ggkcs.com. Just gonna mention a couple of books that I read this month. I've been reading a lot of like cozy mysteries. I've got one set in a coffee house in New York City. I've got one set in a bakery in Oregon. Yeah, just like I love me a cozy mystery. But a couple of the books that I read this month, one of them is called This Way Out by Tafail Ahmed. And it starts by Amar, the main character, sending his family a WhatsApp message, group message, the family group message, telling them that he's getting married and he's gay. And it is a beautiful story of coming to terms with who you are and whether your family will accept you or not, and whether your culture will accept you or not. Highly recommend it. Really enjoyed it. And the other one, I actually read it on the plane on my way over to the UK, and I just felt it was perfect timing. It's called June Reimagined by Rebecca Crane, and it is about a young woman, June, who is on the run for her life. Her soul and life and all the things. When she discovers, well, what she knows, her brother has died. She's discovered her parents are lying, and she hates what she's majoring in college. And so what does she do? She runs away with a one-way ticket to the Scottish Highlands and starts working at a cafe and meets people and has to come to grips with discovering who she is and what she wants to do with her life, and how she's going to move on after her brother's death, and the way her parents are not accepting and being truthful about what happened. So it was a nice book to read, especially on the plane on the way to the UK. And some of what I've been watching is, of course, Gilmore Girls season 4, rewatching that with the I Am All In with Scott Patterson podcast. I need to catch up. I got behind while I was gone, so I need to catch up on that. On the plane, on the one of many planes that I took, I watched the movie Where the Crawdads Sing and really enjoyed it. Thought it was very well done. I watched Top Gun Maverick. And, as someone who, was the right age for when the original Top Gun came out, I enjoyed the sequel. I also watched, of course, the Disney movie Lightyear, which was fantastic. While I was in the UK, I watched with Katie The School for Good and Evil on Netflix and enjoyed that. Of course, y'all, Doctor Who, The Power of the Doctor. Spoilers here. If you have not watched, you're going to want to fast forward because I'm just about to talk about it. I already warned you in the beginning of the segment. Spoilers are happening here. This is your last warning. We knew the Doctor was regenerating. We thought the Doctor was regenerating into a specific actor. However, we were all wrong. Because the 13th Doctor regenerated into the 14th Doctor, who is the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. We knew David Tennant was coming back to Doctor Who for the 60th anniversary next year. We weren't sure how he was coming back. Donna is coming back as well. Wilf, rest in peace, is coming back. We just didn't know how. Was it going to be something like what happened with the 50th when we had all those doctors? Was it going to be something like what happened with the Power of the Doctor, where we had, I think there were 4 or 5 of the previous doctors? No. He's back as the 14th Doctor. I'm watching this in UK, which was watching Doctor Who in the UK. It was all the things. But everybody else had gone to bed. And I'm watching this. And the 13th Doctor regenerates into the 14th Doctor, and I'm losing my mind. And I couldn't even scream because everybody was asleep. I proceeded to FaceTime Dammy and was like, I must talk about this right now, please. And we had a discussion about it. David Tennant is my favorite Doctor. So I'm overjoyed that he's back, but we're all like, what the actual? And we're not getting new episodes until I think November of next year. So we wait. Yeah, it was so good. I really enjoyed it. And I've also been watching the spin-off series to Supernatural called The Winchesters. So it's like the prequel. So it's talking about Sam and Dean's parents, like when they were young and like when their dad first became a hunter. And I think I've watched 3 or 4 episodes, maybe. Anyway, I'm enjoying it. I think it's well done, and I'm really enjoying watching that. So, and then listening to, of course, all the audiobooks. Listening to a lot of audiobooks. My favorite murder podcast, as always, Random Playlists, the new Taylor Swift album on repeat 57 gazillion times. Yeah. And that is some of what I have been reading, watching, and listening to since I saw you last. Let's move on to the next segment and do some giveaways. And now it is time for monthly giveaways. So, let's start with the winners of October's giveaways. So if you are a winner, you need to email me at ggkcspodcast@gmail.com with your full name, mailing address, and mailing address. You have 30 days from the date this goes live to claim your prize, or you forfeit it. I think that's everything. So the winner of the Skein of Uru yarn by Knit Crate Cotton Basic in the neon colorway. Keyword was neon. And the winner of that is Katie, Caity. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Katie. So Katie, send me an email. Let me know your mailing address, full name and mailing address, and I'll get that out in the mail to you. And the winner of the Llama Floss Buddy that has this like pocket here, and then it has the pocket inside for all your bobbins and the felt piece up here. The winner of that is Critter Stitcher. So Critter Stitcher, send me an email with your full name and mailing address, and I'll get that mailed out to you. Okay. So in order to enter to win the November giveaways, I'm going to give you a keyword. You use that keyword in the YouTube comments. And then in the beginning of December, when I record again, I'll do a search using the YouTube comment picker thingy website. And have it randomly choose from the comments that use that word. And that's how you enter to win. You can enter for both prizes. You can only win one. I think that's everything. All right. The first prize is a skein of Patton's Croy socks. This is in the gray brown marl colorway. I've knit socks with this yarn before. So if you want to win the skein of Patton's Croy socks, which is a, let's see here, it's a 75% wool, 25% nylon, 50 grams, 166 yards. If you want to win this, use the keyword brown, the color brown, B-R-O-W-N, brown. Secondly, for the cross stitchers in the audience, I bought a couple of copies of the World of Cross Stitching magazine so that I could read them on the plane coming home. And I'm not giving you everything, but I'm giving you most of it. So this first issue is the, where did it say? I think this is just a special issue. Oh, I think it said on the wrapping. I think this is no, this is the December issue. This is the December issue. And it's got things like a Christmas tree fairy, Santa's workshop, snowy ABCs, 3D nativity stockings. It's got lots of things in it. It's also got a whole section of 40 cross-stitch, small, tiny cross-stitch patterns that you can use for like cards or gift tags or things like that. So there's that magazine. It also came with, you're not getting this, I'm keeping this, a 2023 calendar, and there's patterns for all of the 6 of these creatures. This is by Rindale, designs by Hannah Dale. So sorry, I'm keeping the calendar because, like, how cute is that? Keeping the calendar. But then I'm also going to give you, this is the special Christmas edition issue. You have Shaun the Sheep. You have 107 easy to use charts. You have a winter tree stitch along. You have rainbow cards. You have sweet owls. You have the Nutcracker, and you have the kit for the winter wishes wreath, which comes with the card envelope, Ada, floss, chart, and key. This is a Doreen Jones design. There's all kinds of fun things in here. So if you would like to be entered to win both issues plus the card Winter Wishes kit, use the word world for the world of cross stitching. So world. So brown for the yarn, world for the magazines and the little kit. And I will draw 4 winners at the episode in December. And don't forget, Katie and Critter Stitcher, let me know your full name and mailing address. 30 days from the date this goes live. All right, let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for Ask the Geeks, the part of the show where you ask us questions and we try to answer them. Today's question was originally asked and answered in 2014. Heather says, If you could be on the cast of any show, current or canceled, which show would you join? I would venture to guess that if you have been watching us for any length of time, I don't know if I welcomed y'all at the beginning of this episode. I think I just jumped straight into the UK. Hi, welcome back if you're a returning viewer. And hiya to any new viewers. If you've been watching for any length of time, you probably could guess what I'm going to answer. Although I'm going to give two answers because it's my show, so I can do what I want. Gilmore Girls, of course. We know. CC Gilmore here. Love Gilmore Girls. Would love to be on that show. The other one would be Doctor Who, because, who doesn't want to travel in time and space in a box that's bigger on the inside and fight aliens and have adventures and sonic screwdrivers, and I mean, that just sounds amazing. And literally, you can travel so quickly. You don't have to wait in airports for 50 gazillion years and then spend hours on airplanes in the miserable tiny seats with a screeching toddler next to you when all you want to do is sleep. And let's not even talk about airplane bathrooms. Gilmore Girls and Doctor Who. Those would be the shows that I'd love to be on. If you have a question for us about anything, I mean, we've not yet once said, sorry, we're not going to answer that, although we do reserve that right. But if you have a question for us about anything, you can put it in the Ask the Geeks thread in the Facebook group. You can post it as a comment on any of the YouTube videos, and I'll copy it over. You can send it to us by email, ggkcspodcast@gmail.com, carrier pigeon, I mean, however. All right, let's move on to the next segment. And with that, we have come to the end of the show. If you stuck around through all of that, bless you. Oh, I am still not on the right time zone. My brain, my body is not adjusting back to the time zones well. And beyond that, the UK had their time change last weekend. We have ours here in the US tonight. If you're watching this the weekend it comes out, don't forget to change your clocks. I mean, like, your devices should all change for you. But if you have like wall clocks, microwave, stove, all those things, don't forget to change your clock. Fall back extra hour sleep, thank goodness. But yeah, my body is like, Cece, what have you done to us? Why are you taking us through time and space, through all these hours of change? And yet I still had to go back to work anyway. All right, let's do some announcements. As I mentioned earlier, I'm a rep for the Black Needle Society. You can save 5% on everything in their vault with the code, all capital letters, Java Pearl 5, JAVAPURL, the number 5. Join their wait list at theblackneedlesociety.com to be able to get the every other month boxes. I will be back at some point this month with an unboxing of the November box. And then I will be doing daily videos in December for Vlogmas / Flossmas when I unbox the Black Needle Society Nice List box, which is what started my love of Fablelands. Lo, that many, 2, 3 years, how many ever years ago it was. It started an addiction. It's all Katie and Laura's fault. We're also co-hosts of the Pride Owl along that runs through the beginning of July 2023. Our hashtag is hashtag GGKCS Pride Along. You can find out more at the YouTube video in our show notes, ggkcs.com. If you siren drinking game, has that been the first siren of the episode? Oh, 2 sirens. Drink some water. Wow. I don't know what's going on, but something. If you would like to help support the podcast, you can do that in several different ways. Watching, thumbs up, comments, all those things is supporting us, and we're grateful. If you'd like to help support us financially, there's a few different ways you can do that. There is Patreon and YouTube Join, which are sites where you can pledge a certain amount a month to your favorite creatives and earn rewards or perks based on the level you donate at. You can find out more and sign up at patreon.com/GGKCS or by clicking the join button under any of our YouTube videos. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, there is a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website. We are bookshop.org affiliates, which is a site that financially supports local independent bookstores. I make a shelf every episode of the books we talk about, and if you purchase anything from our shop, not just from our shelves, we earn a commission, as well as local independent bookstores earn money. You can go to bookshop.org/shop/GGKCS. And we are amazon.com.co.uk and .ca affiliates. If you're going to shop on Amazon, if you go to our site first, click on the appropriate Amazon link, do your shopping as normal. We earn a little bit of money back based on what you purchased. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Great way to support the podcast by doing something you were going to do anyway. And the money that we bring in through these various support avenues is used primarily for shipping out prizes and for technology behind the scenes. You can find us online at ggkcs.com. There you'll find links to everywhere else you're online: YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, our Facebook group, and all the things. Well, until next time, I should be filming the unboxing of the November box before US Thanksgiving, but just in case I don't, or for some reason, if there's a delay, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving for the focus on being grateful, because that is such an important thing in our lives to take stock of the little and big things that we are grateful for. So happy Thanksgiving to each of you. Happy crafting, and until we see you again. Wait, that didn't come out right. So until we see you again, happy crafting. We will talk to you again soon. Stay tuned till after the credits for a video of Pink Pearl. There. Hey, you. Hey, you leave Mama's yarn shelf alone. Hey. 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 What are you doing? Hey. Okay, you can go over there and get in trouble messing with Mama's desk, huh? Are you being stinky? Are you being the stinkiest baby? I think you are. I think you're the stinkiest baby. Hey. What's he doing? What are you doing? You're so stinky.